Let's make sure we're live. The button has been clicked. YouTube. Okay, we're going live on YouTube. Twitch is coming online. Right? Come on, Twitch. Are we on Twitch? Play. Restream, what are you doing? Is Restream going to Twitch? Dashboard. Sending data. Alright, just want to make sure we are live. Alright, we are live on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome everybody to the first installment of Hearts of Democracy. I am joined in the voice chat by our lovely president, R. Genghis Bro B. How are you today, RB?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
All right, so how should we call you? Should I call you just RB, Mr. President?
RB is fine.
RB is fine. Okay, good. So, if you want to just explain for the viewers, what is Hearts of Democracy? What are we doing? What is behind this game? You know, just kind of for people who, you know, may need a little bit more of an introduction.
Okay, so Hearts of Democracy is a demo game, you call it. It's a democratic game where you play a computer game or such. But instead of having one player, you have multiple players democratically taking turns and voting on decisions and such. So it's making it more complicated and in-depth for the sake of it, for the role-playing experiences and such.
All right, so yeah, so kind of going off of that is, so we have a Discord server. There's a link to it if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, most of you are probably coming from the Discord server. But if you are interested in, you know, joining in on the fun in the voting or joining a political party of your choosing and all that, follow that link, kind of explore around, ask for help. Everyone's very friendly here. And yeah, so we will get going. And I am just organizing the armies right now, setting up garrisons and whatnot. So RB is the president. I am the vice president, but more importantly, I am the streamer. I am the I guess media correspondence. I don't know what we'll call it, but I'm sure you all get the general idea. So so Mr. President, what is our goal? What are we doing here? What is our foreign policy? What should we be preparing for?
Well, the Social Democratic Party's foreign policy is peace. So
So just to fill everyone in, you are president from the Social Democratic Party.
Part of the larger socialist coalition. So we haven't talked about much of our foreign policy goals, but now, until we decide otherwise, there is peace, isolation, and we're not intervening for now, at least. So now we're building up our military to handle defense,
okay,
and building up programs to improve the living standards of the people, and not doing anything drastic.
So we're really just trying to get rid of the Great Depression for now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That is fine with me. That is all good to go. So yeah, I'm just setting up our garrisons. Good old our homeboy Dwight will control. Secretary of Commerce Polyester Holmes is joining in on Twitch. Welcome everybody. So let's make things a little more easy to see what's going on. Alrighty. So got a good bit of National Guard. We'll make them traditional infantry divisions. So we basically have one full army of 24. We have 23 divisions, and then we have a decent sized garrison for Puerto Rico, Panama Canal, and some of the Pacific Islands. So for now, I suppose we will just start building those up. And are you ready to get things rolling? To start the clock?
Yeah.
All right. So
go ahead.
We're gonna go speed 4. So legislatively, hello Cameron, welcome to the stream. Cameron joining in on YouTube. What we're doing for now is we are going to build up our civilian industry a little bit in terms of military and all of that. Let's just kind of do some basic things here. And so you're doing a challenge? No. So RB was explaining a little bit earlier. This is a demo game. So if you follow the link on YouTube to the Hearts of Democracy Discord server, we are there's a whole background, a whole slew of players who are voting on president. So we elected RB as president in our last election. Democracy only. So that's kind of the thing. Whoever is elected, they determine foreign policy. So as president, RB is determined. RB and the party that he represents has decided that we are going to be, neutral and not, isolationist for now. So until the next election, that is what we are going to do. Will you do Millennium Dawn also when it gets updated? So this demo game is for base game Hoi. There are a few mods that go along with it, but for now, we're just kind of rolling with what we have. So, all right. So Mr. President, what I recommend and what I will start doing is build up some more garrison divisions for our own coast and also more of the Philippines. If that is a foreign policy or if that is a military thing you would be good with. All right, did you get this event, Mr. President?
An event about what?
So a senator from West Virginia, from North Carolina, is offering support. So they want us to build something in North Carolina. What do they want? What we will be able to see in the events or whatever. Are you going to turn Japan into an ally in Democratic RB? Oh yes, so yes, they are asking questions. So they want us to build a civilian factory in North Carolina. I will arrange that. Help out the executive branch. Help out this underdeveloped region of the country. So there we go. I see we have. Let's see. So do you get all the events too, or do only I get them?
That should probably be at the top of the list.
I think only you got it.
So you have some representatives that are speaking passionately in support of your government, Mr. President. So there you go. I'm going to strengthen our current garrisons, and then once that is done, I will expand the garrisons to cover undefended parts of the country, guard all of our ports and whatnot. So there we go. So constitutionally, we are limited to 1 game year per week. So we will be playing until the end of 1936. I'll try and stop us at the appropriate time. No guarantees there. Might get a little carried away. But, we'll follow Mr. President's guidance, and I will just, deal with all of the military. So that is what we'll do. So yes, you can see the chat that's going on. Forgot how I subbed. Let me check your videos. So G Modio or whatever is is a person from my channel. And welcome everyone from my channel to Hearts of Democracy, and welcome everyone from Hearts of Democracy to my channel. Two worlds colliding here, and hope everyone enjoys it. So what are you? Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, let's guard Texas. Our army for now. What kind of army are we looking at? Very basic. Not that great. Okay. So yes, anyone in the government, if you would like to come and join in the voice chat, I see we have Polyester here. If you want to tell us who you are, who you represent, how you fit in with all of this, feel free. That goes also for Panzer Scouty, who I believe is watching right now. He is the leader of the American Monarchist Party. If possible, we'd like to have, you know, good variety of representation from all the political parties within the demo game. And
hi, I was originally part of the Liberal Democratic Party before switching over to the Social Democratic Party with RB. I'm the Secretary of Commerce. I'm technically in charge of a lot of the industry in the game.
All right, so thank you, Polyester. That is what he is all about. You should do in the Millennium Dawn game, where everyone becomes president of the country every 2-3 in-game years. Community votes for different ideologies. That would be fun. That would be fun for something that I could definitely do with my people. Thank you, G Modio. So again, Panzer Scouty, I know you're watching. If you want to tell people who you come join in, tell people who you are, who you represent, and what your goals are. And well, Polyester, you can get a chance to do this too if you want. Why? What if new people were to join our demo game? Why should they support your party? And what do you stand behind?
Ready, sir. The Social Democratic Party stands for actually, RB would be better at this. He's more the de facto party.
So yeah, RB, you want to give us a rundown of what your people are all about?
Well, the Social Democratic Party is a moderate, socialist leaning, but moderate. We got the communists, we got all the other workers, splinter of parties. So we are the moderate sort of center party, especially now where the Liberal Democrats are out of the game. So it's us and the one-man conservative party. Otherwise, all other parties are pretty, well, weird or extreme.
A little ahistorical, if I might add in.
Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but the closest thing to real life for the Social Democratic Party would be Franklin Roosevelt's Democrats, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So is there conservatives? So as RB was saying, not really. The Conservative Party kind of isn't around anymore, but we have some more radical ideologies. There's a let's see, just looking. What parties do we have? We have communist. I know we have nationalist. We have monarchist. So the Germans are remilitarizing the Rhineland.
Oh boy.
So and continuing, you've continued the New Deal, Mr. President. Good choice there, I suppose. Would you like? I think it'd be best for the president to pick the cabinet, the advisors or design companies or whatnot.
Ready.
So I will leave that to you, as well as any and all decisions. But yep, our fuel is going down. I am currently exercising the great American Navy to build up some naval experience, and maybe, you know, we are playing under direction of President RB for a very peaceful and you know, kind of a, I'd say somewhat historical, but you know, isolationist and peaceful playthrough. So we will build up the Navy for defense. Millennium Dawn and Modern Day Mod merge be completed. Only works in 1.5. Gmodio, I am not familiar with those mods. So, there we go. Yes, Mr. President, yeah, you are able to modify the government if you would like, and you have decisions available to you.
Okay, I shall take a look.
Yep. Panzer Scouty chiming in for the monarchy. Panzer Scouty, if you would like to join in, I assume he has access to. I assume he has access to the voice channel. But if you want to come in and, or you can just do it in chat, tell people what you're about, what the monarchist party is about, and why people joining in should support you. For the nationalists, so Gmodio once is showing support for the nationalist party. There we go. All right, so we have about 30 days on the second London Naval Conference, but it looks like we're gonna stick with it. That's probably the best choice, considering, you know, if we do want to be a peaceful people. So apparently we can't exercise our entire fleet anymore. We don't have that much fuel. I would, but for some reasons I can't join our... Oh, Panzer Scouty is not allowed into the government channel. That is somewhat makes sense, but Panzer Scouty...
Yeah, but I thought I'd added him, so...
Panzer, yeah, Scouty, try again. RB thinks you would be able to now. And yeah, so Mr. President, would you like a theorist? Monarchy bad. How should we spend our political power and advisor? Which
it works now, I guess.
All right, Panzer Scouty, welcome. Panzer Scouty is the head of the American Monarchist Party. He lost the presidential election to our President RB. So Panzer Scouty, tell us how you fit in with all this, what your current roles are, and why should people support the Monarchist Party instead of the Social Democrats and President RB?
Yes. First of all, RB, I will kick you out again. No problem. Just kidding. Well, current goals are, you know, talk about politicians. We don't. What about politics more? We don't have. How do I say this now? We don't have a straight politics. So, like, just say we will transfer America to the monarchy. I think that's not everything. I think we can put a crown in our flag, but this won't make us a monarchy directly.
So why should America in this game become a monarchist country? Why should America adopt a monarch?
Because every single man and woman should live in a state where they can live freely. Freely. Sorry, English. Where they can live freely, where they have a monarch as a figurehead, so as a representative in the government, so the people have unity through a one person, but not like Hitler, Stalin, and that stuff. Like more a figurehead without much power.
So the monarchy you're proposing for our glorious nation is something more along the lines of, speaking of the Second London Naval Treaty, you're thinking something more along the lines of the United Kingdom, where instead of the president being both the figurehead for the country and head of the executive branch, where we have a monarch as the figurehead and the president becomes more of a prime minister role, where, you know, still in charge of the executive, but not necessarily the not necessarily a you know, figurehead for the world.
Yes, Of course.
Okay.
We set our monarch, but the person who plays the monarch seems to be a little bit brain AFK. I don't know what's going on there. I will try to reconnect with him again so he can play his role, but for now he seems a little bit AFK. Our current emperor, or at least I want him to put as an emperor in, is, wait, I gonna need to tell his name. I not entirely sure. Ah, yes, it's wait.
Attention.
It's Prince Pedro Orleans Brazanga. So he is one of the oh, bad English. He's one of the. He's related to the last emperor of Brazil.
So he's a descendant of Emperor Pedro, correct?
Yes, correct. And also he has some French ties. I mean, you can.
Orleans.
Yes, Orleans.
So
yeah.
So why the decision for a Brazilian to be monarch of America? What's the thought behind that? Obviously, we don't have a monarchist history in the United States. We never have, and still don't historically to this day. So obviously, we would have to go outside. But why a Brazilian?
Yes. First of all, we had a monarchy, but under Britain, and we all know how this went. Some tea sunk.
We some tea sunk. Yeah, we kind of left that one.
Yes. Yeah, that was actually a pretty fun story because we had once the idea to form a coalition with the fascists. A bad history, and it was kind of like that. They said no, we don't want an Englishman. Pretty understandable, but we also don't want an European weirdo. So I proposed here this Manchurian guy, Puyi, yes, but they refused to because Asian guy. I don't know why. So I came
are you saying there may be some hints of racism underlying a nationalist movement?
They obviously say there are no racists and that stuff, and say they're for gay rights and that stuff. But I think they're racist. They're just saying that because they're a far-right political movement, and of course they need to be political correct in some way, because then nobody would vote them. At least that's my theory.
So we have someone in the chat chiming in saying nationalist is not fascist, and Gmodio, yes, you can support whichever party your heart desires in the Hearts of Democracy server. That's why we're having different viewpoints come in. President RB has chosen to do the Scientific Research and Development Office. There we go. And is looking at hiring advisors. So, all right. Where was I? So so basically, what you were getting at, Scouty, Panzer Scouty, is we chose a Brazilian because they are neither European nor Asian. Basically it's one of the only royal families from the Western Hemisphere.
Yes, of course. Little fun story. I googled. Okay, shit. We need a guy who is from America. Then, at that point, they didn't set south or north, so I researched for the south because in the north, obviously, just Englishmen. So I researched and I found him because I remembered once playing Road to 56 and putting him in charge. That's all what I remember. So I searched for a Brazilian monarchist guy and I found him. Then I said to the nationalists, hey, I found this guy. He's from South America. And they said, no, only from North America. And I was, what? I mean, it was like a half an hour of discussion who we would put as a monarch. Because they wanted the American Caesar, Douglas MacArthur, as a monarch. Which is, yes, wouldn't be a bad decision, but a monarch can't be everyone. Like, it's
so the reason the monarchists were opposed to Douglas MacArthur was because the monarchist party is more more behind a constitutional monarchy than it is a absolute monarchy.
Yes, of course there were movements in our party in the first weeks that were for absolute monarchy. I first was for that too, but I first saw that it would be pretty hard because the Democrats at that point were pretty large and I was pretty small with my party. Like I got an old friend, Romanian mapper. He was an old friend who, as RP correctly remembers, we had a demo game in Cold War, DG Cold War, and me and Romanian were in the party, Great Monarchist Party from America. So I thought, would be he may be interested, so I sent him friend request and said, hey, you wanna join my party? Let's kick some Social Democrats again. And he said, yeah, why not? So what was the question again? I was
I myself am not quite sure about that. I'm just queuing up. I'm just queuing up. It came forward like, oh, you have naval factory, so I'm just here trying to build some ships. So yeah, let's get a carrier. Carrier seems like a good idea.
Give you permission to use the political power for any military advisors and such.
Absolutely. All right, thank you. I will throw that into a ship designer, and we'll go with the Atlantic Fleet designer is always a safe choice. So we need some chromium. I'll keep it within our sphere of influence of Canada. You know, we don't want to affect the national geopolitical situation by trading for resources abroad, so we'll keep it in our own backyard. Thank you, Mr. President. I will consider the advisors and the design companies for our country. Gmodio, how do I join the American Nationalist Party? So
I can tell.
So Scouty, explain. I think you go into bot channel and you type something.
Yeah, you can technically do it in every channel, but please do it in bot channel. So you do I will write it in bot channel just as an example.
And yes, F's for Ethiopia. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know every Hearts of Iron Let's Play, I always forget that the Ethiopian War is happening, and sometime in the first or second episode, I get the Treaty of Addis Ababa. I'm like, oh, that's right, Italy starts out at war. So, yep, the joke continues. Not even in the demo game am I safe. So,
no. No, it's rank, not join. Sorry, it's rank, not.
Yeah, so it's exclamation point rank.
A funny story about Ethiopia, we actually held an election if we should send volunteers, and because I wanted to block off the Italian tree, but the most people didn't saw that pretty nice, you know.
And now that RB is present, we are kind of going down some of the historical way. We're continuing the New Deal, so that is that. Let's see, we have our fuel is full, so let's exercise our ships again.
As I saw here, the one guy asked that nationalism said that nationalism is not fascism, but they have extremely right views and they want to unite American continents under their leadership, like through war. And that has something to do, you know, with Mussolini. He wanted to do that with the Italian, but you know that failed miserably, and that's a pretty far.
So it looks like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. President, but Mr. President has President RB has gotten us another research slot, so that is quite nice.
Nice.
I'll put that research towards depth charges because the American Navy is going to be defending against some bad hombres, so we're gonna need some depth charges, you know.
Definitely. Also, I put one other friend on the server, but sadly he joined the communists.
Well, you know, some people make bad decisions, right?
Yes, definitely. Like voting RB as president and not me.
It's
Just kidding.
it-
RB is a good
It's-
president, I guess.
Yeah, it's
RB
democratic.
RB just don't use mass doctrine or our manpower is gonna die pretty soon.
So we had the Olympics. We got a heavy ship hull. As the vice president and apparently the de facto commander in chief, I really like super heavy battleships. So we're gonna design a super heavy battleship.
You wanna do now on Japan with Yamato and Musashi?
What's the state? Let's call this a Florida class. The Florida battleship will be our 1936 heavy hull. And it's a bit too heavy. Stupid naval treaties.
RB,
Yeah.
Mr. President, what do you think about the new DLC? Not Waking the Tiger, Man the Guns.
The what?
How do
think
you
about
like
the
the
new DLC?
man the guns playing with it so far?
While I haven't, since I don't have the DLC.
Yeah, but what do you think about the new DLC? From what you saw?
I don't care so much about naval combat, to be honest.
Okay,
You and I will make a
understandable.
great team because I absolutely love it.
But you play warships, so.
I do. My grandfather was on the USS Enterprise during the war, so have a little bit of a personal connection to the American Navy during World War II.
Understandable. Yes, my great grandfather was on the Eastern Front.
Yes, so G. Modio has joined the American Nationalist Party.
Boo!
I mean, come on. Thought
Join
the
the
whole point of
monarchy.
me being press secretary was to attract people to the monarchist party or something else. But you know what? That's fine. As the press for I suppose the broadcaster for this demo game, Panzer, why do you support the American monarchist party? Simple. Royal weddings have excellent television ratings.
That's true, but for me in person, I hate royal weddings. at least in TV. If I would be in person, that would be pretty excited. But if I would be just watching TV, I would just why these two people just making so much effort just for a wedding. I know it's something special, but it's just boring for me. But I didn't talk about politics yet. We are a democratic monarchy, a parliamentarian monarchy, I would say. That would be professional word. But also our view is that we want to reform America to a great state that we unite peacefully America under one strong state, not like the fascists through war, but maybe through focuses. I guess this is possible now. I think it was the Confederate States tree, but I'm not entirely sure. So we want to unite Americans peacefully. So we want to share our economic strength with them, but also we want to get rid of the Great Depression, because that's not good, man. It's just bad for the economy, bad for the American dream. Yes. Also, the new American dream, the definition is not every house for America, but a strong state for America and then the house. So, other politics views. Let me think for a minute. Yes, we wanna first develop, or at least that was my plan, the Kaiser plan, to develop the poor regions, so they won't hang or lagging behind the other regions, so the communists can't say, hey, we are just for the rich guys and the poor guys starve on the street. No, that isn't my intention. Every poor people should at least have a roof under his head, so he won't freeze to death or get robbed out or something like that. Other views, yes, I wanted to build up the defense of land in the Pacific against the Japanese invaders, the weeaboos. So they have trouble to invade our island, and then I wanted to puppet Japan if they should attack us. It depends on what way they go. Could you look now what way they go? Do they go North Doctrine, South Doctrine, communist, or?
Give me a second. I am setting up some ship designs. So.
Sure thing. Take your time.
That I will, but yeah, just to remind everyone, legally, President RB is only allowed to play until the end of the year. So we slowed it down to speed 2 just so we could do a little bit more talking, kind of get a little bit more. So Japan has decided to go historical, purge the Kodoha faction. So.
Oh no, I hope they go north against those bastard called Soviets.
No, unfortunately they did not support the Kodoha faction. They decided to purge it. Other people, Germany has gone Rhineland. The British, let's see, what have the British done? Reinforced the empire, but a change in course. So, interesting there.
That could be interesting. Maybe they go King Party or Black Shirts or Communists. Okay, I would even accept fascism, but please don't do communist. Please don't do that to me, Britain.
The British have done that in my America Let's Play. I ran out of. Apparently, I did run out of oil trying to design the Navy. You know, it takes some time, but luckily, as America, we can get our oil production up.
We have unlimited oil, so...
Time to talk to Saudi Arabia again.
I mean, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, we invade a few countries, get a little bit more oil. It's all good.
I think all oil belongs to the US.
Yep.
So, how about we free the Middle East from the dictators and the mass destroying weapons?
Well,
Iraq.
Well, Panzer Scouty, if you would like to change the foreign policy, guess you'll just have to put together a good 1940 bid to unseat RB as president. So
we will see what RB does in this time.
What happens into the year? So yeah, at the end of the year, we're going to pause. We're going to save. Next week, same bad time, same bad channel. We'll be back here, and we'll play 1 year a week. And then at the end of, you know, whenever elections happen within the server, elections will happen, and whoever's the new president will be controlling foreign policy. So what RB and I have been doing so far is RB is in charge of the national focuses, and I am basically organizing the military. So that is what we have done so far. And,
pretty good.
It's
RB.
Yeah.
Please, don't go communist. Yes, I beg you, don't go communist.
And the suppression.
Well, we have yet to decide, so I'm keeping trying to fix the Great Depressions to start with. Then we'll see.
Okay.
By the way, I have an announcement that we have decided to grant Alaska statehood.
Ooh, Alaska! Welcome, Alaska! All of our lovely friends of the Great North. So yes, we are giving statehood to Alaska. Welcome to our 49th state of this glorious union. President RB will surely be beloved up there for many, many generations to come.
Wait, I will write something in the chat.
Oh boy. Vote for me. Panzer Scouty going on the election trail in chat.
Listen up.
It's never too early to start campaigning. Right?
Indeed. I will keep America great again, not like Trump. Make it great again, we will keep it great.
Well, you're going to make it great for Trump to make it great again in the future when no matter what we do in this game, Trump will somehow get reelected. Why are we playing on 2-speed?
Okay.
Because, we can play on 3-speed to give you more time because we can only play 1 year a week. So,
Yes, indeed.
Well, I think the pacing's been pretty good so far. I mean, it's coming out to it's probably going to be about an hour. Whatever. What
Yes.
happens when the game ends? We start over. We have another set of elections, and we'll start another game with another leadership. Or same leadership, whatever. What's up, Aiden? I am trying to keep up with the chat the best I can. So there we go. But yeah, I think there are some mods that can add to the experience or to what we try to do. So there we go.
Yes, RB? Do we play with any mods like demanded?
This game, there are no mods because, well, just trying to
Well,
get things
but you-
started.
RB, what I don't understand is why we don't use mods that we propose and that are at least updated on the new patch. I mean, demanded is updated, and some other mod, I guess, too.
To be fair, I didn't have any of the mods installed, and we didn't want to delay any longer. So part of that's on me.
Yes, of course.
I mean, the technical reason is we had a vote, and option 1 was playing without the DLC and all the mods that we had, or play with the DLC and without any mods, since all of them wasn't updated.
Yes, I saw that, but I think you should, or at least who proposes both, should have at least a third option to play with the DLC and the mods who are updated.
Well, for now, this is what we have.
I see. Also, I played France yesterday, and the Brits went on a line in a faction with Germany that was pretty unpleasant. Because I played on Iron mode and wanted to achieve the achievements, of course, and I think Viva la France or that stuff. I don't speak Snailish.
Ooh, the election of 1936. Mr. President, do we want the Democrats or the Republicans?
4 more years.
4 more years? RB?
Yeah, 4 more years.
4 more years. The people have spoken. Good old Franklin is back for another year. So we got about 2 months left. Viva Alabama. Yes, here we go, Alabama. There you go, Aiden Wong joining in. So, as we have about a month and a half left, Mr. President, how'd the first year go? A little State of the Union. I guess State of the Union would be early next week.
Yeah,
but
we have.
you want to give us a little bit of a rundown? I'll open the National Focus Tree to show what we've done so far.
Yeah. So so far we have alleviated the hardships of the people by reducing the Great Depression and moving forward with the great new economic steps. We have granted Alaska statehood. We have improved our defenses, our military to protect ourselves from foreign threats, and the world has been peaceful except Ethiopia, but no one cares about that.
No, everyone forgets.
Oh no! Ethiopia is one of the eldest peoples on the earth. They're not They are pretty important, at least.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, but we are Americans, so we don't care about
We
that.
forgot the war was happening until it was over. So,
But
you know
the
what?
Italians uses gas. We need to stop them before they made spaghetti empire.
I'm gonna be willing to guess that we'll be fine against the Italians.
I hope so.
Just a hunch.
I mean, if Italy is so incompetent like in real life, I don't mind.
I mean, we did put historical AI focuses off, but that doesn't affect Italy that much. I mean, they have, or probably whatever. Yes, the Spanish Civil War has not happened yet.
That will happen soon, I guess.
Yeah, they can't help themselves. It's only a matter of time.
I mean, I would like a Spanish DLC, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I think Nationalist Spain is one of the DLCs that we're looking for, but we're coming up in our last month. I'll send the fleet home for Christmas. Let the sailors get some good R&R over the month of December. And so we're just rolling along, getting all of our technologies. So anyone else have some parting words for the viewers, for the nation, for the Hearts of Democracy Nation?
I don't have, at least I don't remember now an important thing I would say about my party. And yes, also my banner is pretty creative. Just to say.
Your banner? Oh, the flag?
Yeah, the flag.
Yep. So Scouty says support his party. RB says support the Social Democrats. The Nationalists say support the Nationalists. What are my plans for Warships Weekend? Yeah, no Warships Weekend this week. Going out of town for a baseball game, so hate to break bad news to my people. Yeah. So I'll be posting that on my Discord server later. Thanks everyone from the as we have about a few more days left. I want to thank everyone from the Hearts of Democracy server for tuning in on Twitch or YouTube. We'll try and do this every Thursday at about the same time. There's that Spanish Civil War. What will this mean for Spain? So we've got that. And everyone for my YouTube channel, thank you for joining in and supporting all of this stuff. It is Christmas Eve here in the world, and now it is Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Before we end, though, I would like to say that on the 20th next week, there should be the third election, since it has already been a month since the last one. If anyone wants to participate, create a party, and start a campaign and such.
Okay. So yes, now would be a good time to join the server. Is I think the gist of that.
Yes, and then I also like to thank Panzernator for streaming this. I think no one else could do this. I think Panzernator has the best internet from us all here.
All right, we are on the last day of the stream. North Carolina's been very needy. They wanted a civilian factory. Now they want a military factory all of a sudden. But we'll give them what they want. We'll get the president some support in Congress. And pause. There we go. Oh, missed it by an hour. I am the worst. So we will save that. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. I will call this Hoi Democracy. There we go. So everyone be sure to join us in next week, and I will see you all then. Thank you, Mr. President, Polyester, and Panzer Scouty for joining in with the commentary. I hope more people join in, and let's get this thing rolling. This is Hearts of Democracy, and this is Panzernator signing out. See you, nerds.
No problem.
Have a great time.